Jesus Christ. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Holy. Alright. I look crazy. No. Oh, yeah. I'll play some Vanitas in the meantime. Hold on. What song do I want to play, though? What song do I want to play, though? Play this. Actually, don't deal with it.
In the structure, nigga. Death, mayhem, murder, man, nigga. You try me, you gon' die. You try to score, you gon' die.
Why you looking at me crazy? Let's just go and have some fun. Baby, you know I'm a sinner. You know I'm off the drugs. And you know that I'm a feeling. I can feel it in my blood. And you know I love the violence. I don't mind to throw a punch. Throw a punch, throw a kick, throw a tap, throw a dub. I do not know your name. I do not give a fuck. Didn't hear what you say. I am all for the drug. Do a moonsault with the villains in the back of the club. If a nigga wanna shoot, put a gun in his hand. But you couldn't take a life, boy, I know that you ran. 2 bitches on my side, that's a Glock in each hand. 30 rounds in the mag, make them fly, Peter Pan.
Psycho, I'm a psycho. I carry the mic like a rifle.
With the pen, I don't really got no rifle. When you hear my track, you play it back like a vinyl. Young VV, it's Vanitas, that's my title. Got a lot of paper in it, stacking like the iPhone. Got a lot of haters, and they mad I can't be stifled.
Station bus terminal is not complete.
What's up, Michael? What's going on?
They want me dead on arrival. Boy talking shit, so he about to go viral. Got him praying to the Lord, hand on the Bible.
Yes, morning grind. It's what is it? What do they call it? A civic? I don't even know what holiday it is. If I'm keeping it a stack with you, I have no idea what holiday it is, but I just know we off. that's all you needed to tell me. So this is not what I want to be on. There you go. So let me just finish. I look crazy, yo. Oh, let me just add some finishing touches on this because I didn't finish setting up. I woke up like last second too. I was like, oh shoot, I said 9 a.m. I rolled out of bed, like crawled downstairs. I was like, yo, I'm in so much pain. All right, Tower of God, put you right now. How y'all doing? How y'all doing this morning though? Was this chapter raw? Am I gonna like it? Am I gonna get mad? I think I might end up just doing these on Monday, honestly. I don't know yet, though. But some people were saying just do that Monday. And I'm like, that's not a bad idea. We'll see. I'm just throw this here. So Line Webtoon doesn't come for me. They be coming for me. My guy Abdel, what's poppin'? What's going on, Alucard? I'm almost done. Just add the little Zahar logo. Go in the corner. Now you gotta see how I set up sometimes. I didn't do it before. I'm dying. I got home at like 3 a.m. And I'll just put the little webtoon one in the corner, and then we're done. Now we can start. We can commence. And I like streaming early too. Honestly, it's just a little better. Like I don't be waiting all day to stream. But okay, we're here. Let's do this. So this girl is jumping around. Oh, hold on, take my birth control. And let me take my magic potion elixir that replenishes my HP by 30 every turn. Okay. Let's get it. I got lucky just now. If it weren't for the regulars, that high ranker would have killed me. I don't want to become 1 yet. Thanks to the experiment, we've been able to escape the constraints of the tower's loss slightly. So this is definitely an ongoing thing with Lyboric's people, like the laws of the tower, right? Like 100%. But that also means that I can't stay in this world for long. Over time, our body and soul begin to rot away. It's like we have an expiry date on how long we can stay in this tower. In order to keep us unstable beings alive, someone used a special man to cast a spell of immortality on us. He's a man who violates the rule that only one being may exist in one body. Because of that spell on us and him, our biometric data is saved. What do you know about biometric data, SIU? What do you know about that? So if we die on the expiry date, so if we die or the expiry date runs out, we become one with that man. Or that after a certain amount of time, we're reborn as individuals. Come back. But it's an advanced but incomplete immortality spell. Thanks to the spell, we can keep being reborn forever without dying. But I don't like the feeling of losing myself when we become one with him. Interesting. Hello, what's going on? The quality looks weird on my screen. I don't know about anyone else. Does it? First of all, this thing looks a little unaligned to me. Hold on. I don't like that. Hopefully it's not bad for anyone else, but nah, it looks fine to me. It looks kind of like White Spell. That's kind of like to some degree I'm getting that, because especially I guess because White has the souls in him and everything. Like, but we'll have to see how that kind of like pans out a little bit. But having to wait without knowing when I'll be myself again makes me uncomfortable, and constantly being attached to him makes me feel suffocated. There's already only one left. They're still as useless as ever. Jesus Christ. He said that Lord Liboric promised before coming to this battle that if we beat the regular Juvio Grace and win this battle, he'll release us from the laws and from the spell binding us. I'm not sure if we can really trust that promise, but I don't want to miss this chance. She's like, question mark? Oh, what's this? A mouse. Squeak? I don't know what it is about these mice standing on 2 feet that makes me laugh, but they're just like, you're not a human. Don't you stand like that? Like, you are not a man. You are a mouse. Are you mice or men? She comes to the battlefield. I did it. There's no prison in front of the jumping pad now. If I just keep going this way, I can reach the map boss without having to face White. He didn't slip up. At this rate, there won't be any way for me to fight him until he reaches the boss or whatever. So you already beat the special thing in the cage? Off screen? He off screened it? Really? You were talking about, it's in heat. Yes, Ratchet can't tame it. Rankers. It got off screen? Yeah. Y'all some clowns, man. That thing was not dangerous. That's funny. I like Borg always lies, for sure. FM. What did you just like? Did you just cast a spell on me? He didn't slip up. Oh yeah. Why do you keep running away? We're on the same team. The same team. Why don't you let me teach you in exchange for your life? No way. Who would put their life on the line just for a few lessons? That's ridiculous. Hold on now. Now hold on just a goddamn second. What's the lesson? Hold on. How powerful can I get from these lessons? Because I might need, you know what I'm saying, White? I might have to come through. It might be it. It wasn't that thing. There was only 2 YouTubers that put respect on God, F.U.G. Raka. It's you and Dr. Bonehead. Don't give up on him yet. He's going to surprise us. I haven't given up yet. I'm holding on by a thread, though. I won't lie to you. Like I'm hanging on. Like, one finger's left, and and I'm losing grip strength. But I'm still here. That's still my guy. You already put your life on the line anyway. You may not have noticed, but the monsters in those prisons were extremely powerful. They only seemed weak to you because you have me breathing down your neck. Oh, interesting. It's like a herring being chased by a catfish. The threat of me chasing you helps you push ahead. Somehow you manage to get stronger even during that brief period. You've gotten so big now that you might explode with even the slightest provocation. Wing, 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 wing. Whoosh, shh, huh? Is that a bad bitch? No, I'm kidding. Great. This looks like the right field. An enemy? You must be the regular candidate Slayer. Wait, sorry. Wow, the regular Slayer candidate. Oh no, lucky me landing right in front of you. Wait a minute, that ranker behind him. That's White, the ranker who fought Caliban at the wall before. Crap, I'm screwed. I may be able to handle an ordinary regular, but not White. Perfect timing for a surprise. I could use this to my advantage. You seem to think I'm an enemy, but I'm not. You and I are both after that regular. If you block him for me, I won't hurt you. White, what are you talking about? She's an enemy. I never take sides. But I'll allow you to team up with me just this once. I can use her. Yo, hold on, man. Now, this ain't this. You on some Predator shit, White? So we watching you, but hold on. He coming for his soul. He need that. What's up? No, you're not late. I kind of just started Red Right Cock. You're not late. White, full stock energy. Honestly, art of the deal. I feel like I'm the only one not disappointed in the Slayers. He's still with his mama Doando. Why you gotta do me like that? Why you have to do me like that? Young Gambino, you weren't. There were other people who were not disappointed in the Slayers. It wasn't like a universal consensus thing. I think people were all over the spectrum. I think the only kind of consistent thing is, yes, by the way we kind of thought about them initially, we understand now in hindsight they're definitely not ready for like the family heads. But I don't think everybody was in the camp of me being a little like let down. A user as a little variable. Alright, I don't know what's going on between you two, but I'll help you. What am I going to do? Win. To push him over the edge. Smile. Tales use a story about slaving you to a tower or god. Battle Royale, the 52nd floor. Chapter numero 4. 4th Army Corps Division Commander Area. Do you mind if I tell you a bit about this map? Sure, by all means. This map is called Two Choices. It's a dangerous but shorter jumping route and a safe but longer route. Participants have to choose one of the two routes. This participant chose the jumping route and was just on his way to the jumping pad. If he jumps from the jumping pad, he can fight the map boss, and if he beats the boss, he can clear the map right away. I see. I have a feeling that thing behind me is the jumping pad. It looks like I showed up at just the right moment. Ugh, what should I do? I'm surrounded on both sides. Even if the next turn starts and I reach the jumping pad, she'll stop me. Then White will reach the jumping pad on the turn after that. In the case, I'll have to face them both. So, and at the same time, to avoid that, I'll have to beat this enemy that suddenly appeared in one turn. But seeing she's a division commander, she's probably stronger than most rankers. Can I really beat her in one turn? I mean, I wouldn't put it past you. Where would you like to go? 1 minute. I need to think. I don't have a choice. I have to keep moving forward. So you don't have a choice. Allons-y. White on Demon Time. Oh, God. White running the show now. Any thoughts on White's design? It looks inspired by something, but I can't put my finger on it. If there's something that it's reminding you of, I wouldn't know. There's nothing that I didn't see his completed form, and I wasn't reminded of anything in particular. I can only speak how I feel about it symbolically within the narrative of Tower of God itself, but nothing that reminds me of. I wonder what's going on with Caliban and Caliban and Liborg and the Vankel's map too, for sure. White wants irregular cheeks. I'm telling. Guard! I have to beat the enemy in 1/3 and jump. I'd like to move one square ahead. You will be moved. Swish, swish. You sure are fearless. She tries to kick. Okay, bam. Hold on. Swoop-de-whoop. No sorry, Bob. She has strong leg or some shit, right? She had some Sanji gimmick. Okay, so she missed. White is behind me. I can't stop attacking. What on earth? She getting pushed back? Okay. Bam pushed her back a little bit. But that power of his, is he really just a regular? How many fucking times? How many, how many fucking times? How many times? How many times is this gonna happen in the story? Is he really just a regular? It's just the strength of a C rank regular? How could a regular have so much? I get it! I get it, that's how you might understand. I get it. God damn it. I had a moment. We back. We calm. He's on the attack. He's staying on the attack. Okay, she's blocking with some of her Shinju techniques. You're really starting to get on my nerves. Uh-oh. Flash. He puts up like a little bit of a guard. Ka boom boom. Did he block it? Yeah, I think so. Or did it kind of hit him? Ugh. Oh shit. Okay, this panel looks a little awkward, but he's basically dodging by the skin of his teeth. What it looks like. Bang, clang, clang, boom, bang, boom, clang. White sword must be raging. White has come a long way from the days of being like 4 feet tall back in. Yo, honestly, that's the one thing you can say about White. Like the whole Quinn, the incomplete days, him being in that sweater. It's nice seeing him just be complete, doing what he's got to do. It's definitely a treat. I miss when White was small because I like the whole dustable extension of his dangerousness and stature. Yeah, that's fair. I wonder what's going on in Calvin. Oh yeah, that's a dad one. I like White's previous divine more, to be honest. Which one, Cole? Was precisely like Last Station? Like that design? Adding one more to the hair. I like his previous sword more, like when he was Hulkwood. White is the Hisoka of Tower God, I swear. I've had some people make that comparison. White got the Hisoka energy. The cross on White's fit looks like the same as Aria's and the cave Bam was in. Probably the same thing, but interesting. Reread season 3 and take a shot every time the phrase "just a regular" comes up. Exactly. It'll be as wasted as I was last night. Christ. Pow, boom, boom, pow. You're pretty damn strong for a regular. But you're up against a division commander in Jihad's army. He's blocking. She keeps getting stronger. I can't hold her off for much longer. Shinsu Black Hole Sphere. She's confused for a second. Bab, 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 bab. Oh shit. She got pushed back really far. Where did he get power like that? He's just a regular. I've never seen that type of power before. Oh. He activated the storm. Okay. He's in his... Look at him. Oh, God. I'm sorry. You don't look tough. But he ready, though. Huh? Strange? It was only for a moment. But I felt like I could finally breathe. My connection to him was severed. Oh, did that regular attack break the spell temporarily? Okay. Oh, no. Okay, so that's what's going to happen now. I wonder. Could his power free from the spell? There isn't much time left. I have to beat her before the end of the turn. He's coming at her. Wait, stop. Is he actually going to stop? Wait. Hold on. White looks confused. Tell me. What did you do? What did you do to me just now? He's like, what? Huh? What's going on? What did I do to you? That flash of light just now. You have some kind of special power, don't you? Is he talking about the Black Shinsu Spear? Oh, right, I guess you do have I do have some kind of special power. I can break spells and stuff with it. You can break spells, really? Yeah, I think so. I knew it. I need this kid. I'm going to need that power of yours. What do you say? What? If you promise to help me, I'll help you avoid White and get to the finish line. Huh? Shh. We'll both take the portal here. In exchange, when you reach the finish line, use your powers to free me from my bond, and then we'll go our separate ways. After that, you will now be enemies again, so I'll have to attack you. But at least you can avoid facing both of us at the same time, right? Why the heck did you stop attacking? What are they talking about? You know what? That was set up pretty well, all things considered. I should have seen that coming. With the guide and the spell and everything. That wasn't even that. Last station? Okay. No, don't do that. You'll get alcohol poisoning. Yeah, don't. It's a trap. Don't imagine Breaker be hitting different. Honestly. Honestly, shout out to Toma. My guy, Kami Joe Toma. Here comes Babs. Yeah, imagine Rick. I've said it before, I'll say it again. You either die a TOG villain or live long enough to become a Bam sip. Interesting. Another sip to the harem. I don't think we have a blonde yet. He's like, okay, we finally have a blonde now. Checklist. We have Rachel. Oh snap! Fair enough. The Mashiva stats. Another Bam. Yeah, Aaron, keep going. What do you mean? We have the original blonde. Yeah, I forgot about Rachel. I did. Freckle gang, as some of the Rachel stands would say. Wouldn't it be better to team up with me a bit for now, since you're surrounded by enemies on both sides? All right, I'm not exactly sure what kind of spell you're on there, but I'll do it. Great. Hey, I don't know why you two suddenly stopped fighting, but if you're trying to come up with a plan to avoid me, you're wasting your time. Don't try anything stupid. I don't give a damn that there's some silly high ranker here. It doesn't matter to me how many lives I have to take. He sure is scary. I almost regret doing this, but at least he won't be able to get here until after we've jumped. What are you waiting for? Get over to the jumping pad before the turn ends. Oh, right. It's okay, he's running towards it. I'd like to jump. Take me to the finish line. The jumping pad takes 10 minutes to activate. You're already out of time for this turn, so you can't jump right away. What? You never said anything about that. Well, those are the rules. You activated the jumping pad right at the start of the turn. You probably could have jumped right away on your next turn. But White, he'll be here at my next turn. The rules are in your pocket guide too. Who has time to read all that? Just Aguero already read everything. Aguero's me. Read the fine print. You gotta go through the terms of the agreements. I'll be in the instruction book like, warning. Oh, yes, indubitably. Yes, marvelous. Like, you gotta read everything. What can you talk about, man? Idiot dumb. For now, I'll start activating the jumping pad for you. Your turn is over. Crap, I'm so dead. Well, on to your move next turn. Participant White. White, would you like to move? Of course I'd like to move. One square ahead. He come in? Look at us all gathered here, almost like fate. He's here. I look forward to the feast that fate has prepared for me. White's here. On the same field as me. Shit. To quote one of my favorites, Joseph Joestar. Oh my god. Holy shit. Yeah, it's about to go down. But apparently Babs has already gotten a really significant power up in this arc, in this moment itself, because of White was saying that the thing that he beat in the cage, the special jumping pad enemy, was apparently like somewhat formidable, but because Bam is in front of White, like that thing seems pathetic in comparison. Like, yo, in comparison to White, like fighting this thing is not dangerous, because remember they're saying Yas Ratchet couldn't tame it and this, that, and the other, and it's like, yo, that thing was not dangerous. How do you guys like the chapter though? What do you guys think? What are you guys thinking about this predicament, this ordeal with her deciding to join Bam, and then now White, it's gonna be her and Bam versus White. I'm just scared of Bam shenanigans. That's the best way for me to put it. Like, I'm scared of Bam just like doing something crazy, and then it's like White's out of here. You know, like don't let my man go out sad like this. Not like this. I want to see Rack again. Oh, Rack and doing things. Yeah, good luck with you. Good luck. You're in the mud bad. Rack not about to do nothing for a minute. On God, you not. Sorry, let me just change this picture right quick. Did I put it in Dropbox? Where did I put it? Jesus Christ, I'm a mess this morning. There we go. I like this picture. She looking kind of sweet up from the feet up, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. I can move this. Just put this right there. But yeah, how do you feel with the chapter? Has me excited and nervous. I think it's good. The sword placement sucks. he got it right. He got it right here. He gotta go. He got it right there. What's wrong with him? Bam's getting the beta version of the Aria Han test before the real thing. Oh, I like that. Actually, That's interesting because with the Iraq Mazzino when he went against him, you had to take the hits for a certain amount of time, but Iraq was fighting evenly with. Oh shit! Hold on, wasn't Godot a high ranker? He was, and Bam took off his feet with his new cutlery. So him fighting. Like, I mean, he hurt Caliban. Like he does stuff against high rankers. So him being able to fight whoever this girl is really doesn't surprise me. I told you guys I believe that Bam at full power enters the high ranker domain. So yeah. White has some buff muscles though. Hey man, he be swinging that sword, you know what I'm saying? White, do you believe in gravity? Nah. Think it's good. Has me excited and nervous. No, that Reina wasn't the boss map, but yes, Ratchet couldn't be tamed. Oh, wasn't no was oh I thought the jumping route had the special enemy, not the boss map. Sorry if I said boss map. I just meant the special enemy with that thing with the Rhino. I thought the Rhino was the thing that apparently he didn't or couldn't tame, but alright, fair enough. What's up, my somewhat different from other humans, considering as a BAM trapper is a good 8.5. BAM's gonna merge with an administrator. Take away Rice rights. Ooh. I liked it. I'm enjoying White right now. I'm just worried that SIU is gonna somehow make BAM able to compete against White because plot. Oh, it's coming. Like it's gonna happen. Like I want you to accept this. Like right now. Steel your heart. Strengthen your resolve. It's coming. He will somehow be competing with White and dodging RDA swordsmanship and all of that. Trust me, it's coming. So prepare your buttons. Her design is cool. I like her design. Yeah. The one part that bugs me is if Bam breaks the spell on her, we won't see the main guy full power. Oh, the guy with the dark hair. Fair enough. I don't want Bam to just have his way like he always does. I like the workshop. To get shady again. I hope the black dude doesn't reach full power. I think that's what makes the jump. Wait, hold on. Oh. I think that's what he makes the jump. You know what? Let me check something because I am like fairly certain they was talking about some. Let me see something real quick. I think no, it's not. It wouldn't be here. As I explained earlier, the monsters in the prison is much stronger. That monster emerged from a prison in the middle area where even rankers were afraid of. This is his breeding season, so it's more aggressive than you. Okay, so maybe this wasn't the monster you guys were talking about. It might be right then. So maybe it's another one. Okay. No matter how strong the mass boss may be. Yeah, okay, so maybe that wasn't that then. Arya kind of bad though. I don't want her to die. Oh, she about to die. She out of here. Kratos, close your heart to it. Oh, yes. All Bam really has to do right now is survive until he teleports. It's true. Oh, it is too early, but it's gonna happen. Like don't be the characters in the tower who are like surprised. Like, listen, if White and Bam start going clink, clink, clang, clang, I am not shocked. I promise you, if they start fighting evenly, I'm not surprised. Not even a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I really wouldn't. I kind of expect it, cause here's what I believe is gonna end up happening. What's gonna be White's downfall to some degree. I'm not gonna go so far on a limb and say that White loses to Bam straight up. But Bam will win the engagement in terms of escaping to the jumping pad, getting away, saving Hodgson while he's being staved off. Like, he'll win in that sense. But White likes to eat people's souls kind of like when they're at their best, you know? He doesn't want to just eat your soul when you're like sleeping. He wants you to like use all your power and then beat you and then take it. So as he's forcing Bam to merge his powers, grow, and be the best version of himself, ignite all the moving parts of his, like, you know, like he's like you have the two thorn fragments, and you have the blue demon, the red Theresa, all that stuff. Like, if Bam starts to really get a hang of that, he's gonna get infinitesimally stronger in a short period of time that can close the gap to White, or at the very least, White could be faced with a technique that's very troublesome to him. So like something's gonna happen along those lines. So I need y'all to just accept that. Like, just strengthen your heart, man. Strengthen your heart. This is what Bam does. This is literally Tower of God 101. You've been here since chapter 1. Come on now. Need to see Karaka next chapter. I want to see what the goat is up to. He's not doing that. I bet you. He's probably just flying around still. I don't think he's gotten into a fight yet, but I'd like to see him. I would. I think White should eat her soul. Mwahaha. That would be interesting because like, how would that work in tandem with the other guy? Because I think White and that guy might have to have some type of confrontation because it seems like there's a little bit of similarity to their spells or how the makeup of their being are having multiple people in one person. So White might have to come across the guy with the dark skin. All Bammers do right now is survive 3 teleports. That's true. I feel like even even if White consumed Bam, it would be Bam who died. I wouldn't even be surprised. Like a weird battle of the souls. Like the regular soul is too big, it's too strong, it's too monstrous. The 25th night, you lose. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. You think this arc has better drip on characters? I don't have a problem with the fits for the most part. I just think that SIU sometimes creates some outfits that are hard to draw constantly while in movement. Because I think even Bam's outfit in certain positions, it looks very awkward on him because of the coupling and stuff. But I don't have any problem with any of the outfits for the most part. I think they look cool. I even thought Borwick's his commanders looked pretty monstrous in their own right. Except isn't it Yorado, the guy with the somewhat different from other humans with the goblin? He was nasty. Ugh, he was nasty. Could be landing into the workshop, actual machinations. That'd be nice. I expect it since Bam copied Hawkins' sword move during Dallas. The Dallas show, yes, Dallas show. As long as Bam uses all his souls with something like the Red Vesta, I wouldn't be that upset about him holding his own in the fight. Because Bam has RVA swordsmanship too, even if it's a worse version. I need White to kill Din Sung. Bam really doesn't have hate for White since he doesn't know about Prince Paparaptor. Watch next time we see Karaka, him and Moron having a flower party. Just petals everywhere. They doing a bunch of nothing. Yeah. You see, I like the idea that Bam gets to the end and he somehow kills Hajin Sung and takes his soul, and that's the thing that sends Bam over the edge. I think that makes sense to me. And Hajin Sung's soul would be special in its own right to consume, so I'm not against that, honestly. I think that works. That'd be okay. I'll be okay with that. That's an interesting development that I can get behind, for sure. But yeah, we'll see what happens. This is kind of scary. Like, if I'm not gonna lie to you, if I was a fan of White, like for real, I'd be a little nervous right now. I really would be. Because I do have a bit of a weird gut feeling about White this arc. I don't know why. I don't know if it's death, but I foresee some. I almost even feel like or think that it's possible that F.U.G could punish him if Bam ends up showing out and doing something incredible this arc and getting them some type of level of notoriety and claim throughout the course of this war. They'd be like, White, you were wrong for going after him, and we're going to punish you ourselves. Just food for thought. Just throwing it out there as an idea. I mean, if SIU needs Bam to have White, he could have always had him find out about Prince and such. I guess, but I don't know. I've kind of given up on that revelation. Like it seems to be like something that SIU is not really gonna touch on. Like, hey, they haven't spoken about it in a while. I don't know. So we'll see what happens. And at the end of the day, one of them technically killed himself by running through like the is it a needle umbrella, like he did it himself, but the other one got body. But so I don't know. We'll see what happens. But could that personification of the souls that hate White hinder him in the fight? Didn't White say at some point he couldn't hear them anymore? Like I don't know. But I remember when he had the soul force or whatever, they were like they wanted to side with Bam because they were angry at White for the dish. So I wouldn't put it past it being impossible, especially if it's like we'd rather be in Bam's body. He's kinder. He's a kinder soul or something like that. So we'll have to see. Doan and Karaka unite in a magical girl attack. Oh my god. You guys are killing me, man. I can't win over here. I can't win. Where's Neil Love? He will save the world. That's all we need. Yeah, you go love, coming assist, wipes the bam, change up ×2, transcendental, strike out. Woo! He hit with the heat up, the heater. You hit with the change up. Hit you with my. If I do like a diagonal ace, you know Mukai, you can pitch like Mukai. That's my guy. So love for a Slayer. The Blue Ore King, Chicken Love Club Captain. The strongest ranker in the tower? You love? You know I'm with that. You know I want it. White went after the MC. He done fucked up? Yeah, he's done. Let's trust an SIU? No. No, Young Gambino. No. Those days are over. I trusted no one blindly. Unless you have that good rapport with me. SIU has lost that rapport with me over the course of season 3. So there is no blind faith here. There is only analysis and looking at this week by week and judging him harshly. Unless a Haigh-Ranker assists Bam, it'll be Sophia, Karaka, Chalk, etc. I don't see him fold White. Bam and Karaka protected Jin Sung versus White would be cool. I think I brought that up a little bit earlier. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a Karaka thing too, because first of all, it's a bit of a interesting development, considering Karaka is the one who kind of went to get White out of the Hell trade anyways to some degree and help him become complete in a Slayer and wake him up from the Hell train. So that's an interesting development in its own right to that degree, because he's the one who went to initially get White. And then with the Hodgin Sung thing, like the two students, one defending, one attacking to go save him against another F.U.G. Slayer could be a little poetic in its own sense, with an interesting representation of the internal discord of F.U.Gs and organizations. So like I could understand all of that thematically being great, but I don't need that though. I don't need that. But we'll see. Yeah, it would be a waste to use the Prince or Raptor thing on White. Yeah. I think that's much better saved for a racial moment, because for White it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't hold the same amount of weight. Floaty Turtle, anyone, but not Bam solo. I hope that during this arc Bam decides to eat souls too. So do I. We need a video on the Legend has F.U.G. Oh, that's coming. So. I'm planning a set of a couple of what you gonna call it, organization videos. It's gonna be F.U.G. first, the Jihad Empire, and then we're gonna do all Hike Song. So back to back. So those will be coming up discussions. I'll see if I can get a couple of other content creators in there. I know Milios will be down. I'll reach out to see if I can get some other guys on there, because I want to talk to some of the other Tower God content creators with it too. So just stay tuned. I'm reaching out. I'm trying to not be such a loner. All right, I'm trying to play nice with others. I am doing my best. Waiting for a wagon to come back and beat Karaka. We're not waiting for that. We don't want that. We don't want. Turn it off. We don't want that. No love this chapter 2 out of 10. Yeah, that's a fact. You know what? Until Mew comes back, every chapter can no longer be past a 5. It needs Mew Love. Croc has an attack called Black Lotus, so I'm not surprised he gets along with Dawn. I mean, Dawn has the flower gimmick, and Karaka's a type of tree too. So if you want to go by like the plant theme, maybe they're related from that standpoint. You know, she's a flower, he's a tree. They're plants. I feel like I forced that. I just forced that. I wonder if the vacant Slayer seats are for the future family heads that will join Bam. So Kunha, Eurasia, I don't know what the last one, but Godot, it's hard to gauge. You think that'll happen? Oh, that would be that's an interesting vibe. Like that's so far in the future for me that it's hard for me to even start to kind of like think that. But I wouldn't put it past at least one to some degree, siding with Bam in the long run. I could even see Urine doing it, considering Yuri's relationship with Bam and how some things have happened. So you know what, it's not impossible, but that's so far in the future. I'm not thinking that far ahead right now. I'm waiting for Crocker to take off the mask and be revealed to be a girl. Yeah. Some people have been saying that. I think Jin-Sung would wash White. But then you have to wonder, is he hurt? Have they been feeding him? Is he malnourished? Like, is Haigh-Sung even at full power? Do they physically and or psychologically torture him at all? Like, he may not even be at full power. So, but I wouldn't put it past Haigh-Sung winning. I don't think the family heads would ever join F.U.G. Honestly, TOG is the best. It's been in a minute, in my opinion, but I want to wrap up this war and get to the princesses arc. Man, we'll see if that arc happens. Who was Wagner? And there it is. That's and there it is. I have this gut feeling that Van Kel will die this arc. I had that feeling initially, and I wouldn't put it past that. I think the only person I've always thought from the was no matter what, like I will legitimately be shocked if Doom makes it out of this arc alive. If Doom doesn't die, I'm literally shocked. I won't lie to you. But I want Bam to get body under the arc, but that's wishful thinking. Yeah, I'm sorry. Not them join FUG Slayer. Like we don't have Slayers that are meant to kill them. Oh, I don't know. Nah, FUG hates the 10 family heads too much to give them a seat. You never know what could happen. You just never know. I think Bam is gonna find out about the prince and Arctur to fight White. Wagner and friends will fight Rachel after her wishes. I want that too, Miles. I'm calling it. Bam and Karaka are gonna rescue their master together, fighting back to back. Yeah, that's kind of what I think was gonna happen at some point. I thought White's hunger problem mostly disappeared. Jinxing will get washed. Did someone get washed because he's been eating Shinshu molecules for the last 3 years? Yeah, I'm saying, is he okay? Like, that man might be getting a drip of water every day. Like, he's malnourished, he's thirsty, he's dehydrated. Like, I don't know. So, we'll have to see. I like Doom. I don't know why you think he's gonna die. Okay. Just hypothetically speaking, what thematic role would he really play post this arc, I suppose? Like, if we get all the things we need from him in terms of the history of the Lopabia family and the Houndborns, he's not stronger than Yama. Paul, I think is going to lead the cage because they were saying that, they're kind of hinting at him being able to lead the cage after, and Yama will go off and become a full Slayer. What is Doom's role here? I guess he could keep making canine people, but I don't see a place for him in the story moving after this arc. I couldn't think of. I mean, at least I can't think of anything. But I guess I don't have any pushback. I'm just saying, why stay? We don't need him. He's a bozo. I don't even dislike Doom. That's the joke. Gustang is at least not on Jihad's side. That's true. I thought White's. Oh, we should read that already. Wagner is hopefully in the Princess arc. It's funny how you guys have this arc in your head. Like, I know SIU has mentioned that, but there's no guarantee he's gonna do this. There's literally no guarantee. Like this Princess War arc makes me laugh a lot because even as much as I want it and I believe in it, again, he could not do this. He could change the makeup of this arc right under our noses. I wouldn't put all my hope and stock and faith in that. Honestly, I wouldn't. That's just me though. Bam Harem. Even now, we got history from Yas Ratchet, so Doom is literally useless. And there's that too, because Yas Ratchet has ties to the Lopabia family and literally to their father and whatnot. So that's a good point. I just literally in my head, I'm like, what is Doom here for? What is the purpose? What is the reason? But he might just be around, just be an orbiter, just be in Yama's army, number 2, brother. It's not impossible. I just felt that they would, the three of them would have to fight Yas Ratchet at some point together, and then Doom would lose his life in the aftermath. Yama will go become a proper Slayer for FUG, and then as he's out doing that, Paul leads the cage. That's just been my headcanon. That's not this is not me saying it has to happen. If it doesn't happen, I don't care. But yeah, Doom, a walking death flag in my opinion. That's how I feel. I think Doom could have a future in the story. I don't know how. SU just baiting. But to do that, he would need at least 30 chapters without Bam and people not taking that. That's fact. Wait, isn't Wagner and Karaka technically brothers of all the Jihad princesses? We have a lot of theories, a lot of speculations, a lot of implications, but nothing has been 165,000% confirmed. But we know he's one of the biggest mistakes of the 10 great family to mistake whatnot. There's a lot of hints that there's blood ties or blood relations to the Jihad. Yes, Wagner and Karaka are brothers, the rings and everything, but in a lot of ways, none of it's been truly 100% confirmed, but you're on the right path there, for the most part. If Slayers equal squadron commanders, basically, Luz Lekka's gonna fight Adori. Also, why doesn't Loose Lake do something? Your old boss is in your organization and you're still sleeping. Your old boss's son. Again, this organization. Again, this is why I really want to learn the inner machinations of this organization, how it works and stuff. But somebody did mention before in the last video that I was talking about that they said that when Loose Lick moves, a family head moves. I don't remember if I read that in the blog post or something. I don't know if that's true or not. But if that's the case, the reason he's kind of tied is because if he makes any type of movement, one of the family heads who are signing with Jihad might also make a move. So because he's that much of a problem, I guess. But your point is all well taken and valid. Like this is V's kid. Like like I don't know. So there's this. A lot of these organizations really baffle me. Like even from the Jihad Empire to F.U.G. But again, F.U.G.'s comes across to me as extremely splintered, extremely disorganized. Not everyone's on the same page. Everyone is all over the place. Everyone has their own agendas. Some of them are probably just chilling. Like, oh, you were slaying now? Okay, bet. Like, I'm finna sleep. Like, they're not doing nothing, so. White not dying. He's too good in the story, and there's no way SCU will let anything happen to Bam. I love the fact that White saw a Haigh-Ranker and called it trash. I mean, White's been calling a lot of them trash. Even from the time he stepped out to Dory and Frog, and he's like, listen, I clap niggas like you every day. Move from me, So, my faith in the top 200 rankers has been significantly dropped from Doom existence. It feels underwhelming, and sometimes they like to harken back to older times in the tower being more violent, being more chaotic. So it's like, if you were top 20 in that time, like, I just can't with Doom, bro. Like, you just, I feel you on that. I really do. I guess. Even Jihad woke up before Loose Leg. Do you think Wagner has any more brothers? I don't know if there was somebody who was telling me something about some 3 brothers in the captain theory, but I think there's just 2. They mentioned if Loose Lake moves, I think Jihad will too. So yeah, the Mario Cat just said it. Loose Lake can't make any moves because the family heads would move too. He probably would move if he could. Yeah, remember what Urek said? Are you sure you want him to leave? And Urek's like, yeah. Well, meet him at a higher place without Bam. Potential will Haigh-Sung plus 4 combo in the future. At the very least, we got Bam X Urek, and that's dangerous on its own. Fuck everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like that's deadly. Bam and Urek combo. Come on, don't play with me. Nah, Sophia said that? Okay. Thank you. Like I said, F.U.G. are Twitter clowns trying to cancel Jihad on God. I'm pretty sure they said that in the story because I don't know where to read the blog post. Okay. Well, the blog post you can read, you can read on the wiki, and Reddit has them week to week and all that stuff. But yeah, and I think there might be a Twitter account that now just tweets them out. So there's a lot of ways to find a blog post. Just look them up. If Urek wants to leave, unless he finds the hole Arlene crawled out the hole, he's gonna go up there and jump. He's probably gonna wash Jihad to help Garam out at the same time. Yo, Garam, let my guy beat. Let him beat. Let him beat. Jihad's empire is done. Haigh-Sung is a glorified friend group, to paraphrase Gustag, and F.U.G. is a mess. That's kind of what it is. Kind of what it looks like to me. Like Jihad empire, like, I have questions, I'll say. Well, Haigh-Sung is really just like friends. Friends just fucking around in the tower. And then like F.U.G. is just like, we have no cohesion and unity here. It's just discord and chaos. The brothers being a trio makes sense since Jihad seems to have a team of 3 going on with the Eisenhower. Oh, okay, that's fair. The fact that F.U.G. has one goal to kill Jihad, but they don't have to help each other achieve the goal. They help each other when they feel like it. Yep. Older times in Tower aren't impressive as older times in One Piece. Ooh. Hey man, what about the guy in the essence of bravery, Crystal, going around showing his bravery, murdering all these fucking people? That's fucking funny. Was Urek actually as strong as Arya homies on floor Hunter close to him? Because is that setting for Bam to be strong when their family has an early floor? I think this one is depending on your viewpoint, but Arya Han said that if the battle had continued, he would have lost. You can harken it up to maybe Urek was tough enough to take the sword hits, but as the battle continued, Urek was growing to his level because he was improving throughout the fight. There's many ways to look at it because we only have it surface level on paper. So since we don't have the details itself, we can never know. But the details of the fight will let us know exactly how it played out. But that's how, in my opinion, I would argue he got to the 100th floor not so outclassed. But I would argue he was maybe weaker than Ardihan when he got there. But as the fight continued, Urek was improving and was going to obviously surpass him. I mean, he ended up becoming number 4 in the tower at some point. So, yeah. That's my headcanon. That's my gut feeling. Jihad Empire is the mess, but damn, when Jihad speaks, they move. I rate that. That's true. He commands. He commands. How many rings combined with the 13-month series to make the key? Isn't it the 2? It's the 2 from Wagner and Karaka plus the 13-month series. From my understanding, that's how we'll be able to, I think, continue past the 134th floor with the Jihad Empire. Is that so? Jihad Empire isn't dumb. That's why I rephrased it to like not. I didn't want to say that I thought they were dumb. I have questions about the army. Like I have questions. That's my revisement. Isn't dumb, but Jihad saw enough tension that they won't band against him, which results in him in a lot of fighting. It's funny that Jihad said he created the kingdom without discrimination, yet yes, Ratchet does this to do this shit. No, for real. Legend says that Gustek already smashed Garam, just waiting for Urek to find out. Wow. They say that, but they didn't. I recall them saying that Gustang is seen as one of the most handsome people in the tower. So that wouldn't even be crazy to me. Like, he's probably pulling a lot of, you know what I'm saying, but he ain't Kunan Dwan. Kunan Dwan and me, we on the same gimmick. What? I was hacked. I'm wholesome. No marriage before sex. Whoa, no sex before marriage. What the fuck? It's funny. And a mess. And Jihad isn't a good king. Is Jihad really wrong though? There was no rule and structure when he brought order and safety to inhabitants. I can see why they worship him. It would have. I don't hate that people worship him. I really don't. I like Jihad. I have no problem with him. He's just a simp. I don't like simps. It would have been cool to see Red move again, like Bam's fighting off those assassins as he went up the tower. It'd be cool to see between F.U.G and Jihad's army. Who would I join? What's the pay like in the army? Yo, what's the dollar signs looking like? That's what I need to know. I kind of value my freedom and shit. Like I'd be a fucking lazy ass slayer too. I won't lie to you. I'd be asleep. I'd be in the red light district. Oh my goodness. Cause like here's the thing. Like if I was in the army, I would be like the guy who's like a squadron commander, but he's kind of like laid back. Like, oh, don't worry about it. Like we'll figure it out. Like I'd be so chill. So you probably don't want me in the army. So I would probably be F.U.G because I'm a terrorist. I'm a criminal. So put me F.U.G. I'm a criminal. Oh man. At least in F.U.G I can probably do what I want to some degree. The army would probably have so many rules and rank and every morning. So I don't know. It's funny though. But honestly, I'd want to be in Haigh Sung though. Like, honestly, like I'm trying to get out this tower. It's not it here. I want to go back outside. I'm like, find me with Haigh Sung. That's the group I'm joining. On God, I am. No, they are dumb. Their main military strategy is battle of attrition. That is a waste of manpower. I forgot that Guerrero was talking about to some degree. Like, we could look really good too from a number standpoint if you I don't know. I guess he just does not care about them niggas in the army. I don't know what to tell you. Exactly. I really don't want to. I can. Kunan Dwan must be a ball sack of semen. It's the Jian Sula, you know. It's like, if are you tired, he can just ready to go. Round 18. Can we agree that F.U.G is the most interesting organization after Haigh Sung? Interesting is the right word, I think. I don't know if I think they're... I don't know. Haigh Sung could be equally as interesting considering their actual goal. Because if you can find some type of connection to outside the tower or portal or dimension or some kind of way that could really change a lot of things in the tower. Like, it'd be interesting. Could you hide out, come back in? How does that work? So, but I'm not against that. Like F.U.G is definitely an interesting organization. Jihad is less of a sip, more of a nice guy. Okay, is he? Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I feel you. I feel you. I don't know. Just like yo, let Arlene go, man. Fuck it. Fuck it. Like you could have anything in the tower, bro. Like what are you doing? Who cares? Fuck Arlene. What would happen if Quinn Duan and Mineta from My Hero met? Listen, Mineta would not know what to do with himself. Quinn Duan's chilling. He been doing this for years. He's just like, all right, come here. You know what I'm saying? Mineta's like, yo, there's so much ass. What do I do? He might just explode. He might just turn into grapes and explode. I don't know. I mean, what would you want about the assassination attempts and such? I mean, being a Slayer candidate's giving Bam hella money. That's true. They back him. I guess, you know. Listen, my pockets are full. My stomach is full, and I'm having a good time. I'm ready to plug it. I'd rather be Will Hike Sung, all things considered. Like, but I'm kind of a lone wolf. So knowing me, it's like I honestly, if I'm in the tower, I would see myself as somebody who's on good terms with most people in the organization. But I'm not. I might not join because I do my own thing. I'm a lone wolf. So yeah. But yeah, Will Hike Sung, F.U.G, the Empire. I'm not with the ops. I'm not with the ops. And those guys are jihad zealots. Like I'd be in the army like, oh, jihad did this, and then like, oh, like isn't the king so great? Like, yeah, he's pretty cool, I guess. We gotta head out what, like 4? Like I'm gonna be late. Like I'm gonna come at like 6 though. Like we're about to do, like I'm about to sleep. Like you gotta trust me in the army. I'll be doing whatever the hell I want. The army wants expendable zealots for jihad. Yep. No, I'm trying to say in this tower there are too many baddies. Not fair. Jihad really came into and said, "This is my land." Killed a bunch of residents and formed his kingdom on top of them, and mostly eradicated their culture and some manifest destiny shit. Goat. Has Rachel showed up? Nope. We were like niggas be like, go outside, bitch. I don't know how. How do I get out of here? Locked up, won't let me out. Apparently the workshop is outside the tower, as according to the wiki. They might try to find the same way that our lead managed to get outside. That's what I'm hoping and thinking of. How to colonizer. Oh shit. Oh shit. Who the One Piece did I call? Oh, was it Norlin? Norlin the liar? I said, yo, he the colonizer. He came with that Pocahontas, John Smith and those guys came talking about some savages came to the land like, yo, you all on that energy, like get off my island, leave us alone. This is our culture. God damn it. Jahaz never living that up now. You shouldn't apply. You should never say that to me. He's a colonizer forever now. That's what he is now. I'd be hard pressed to call someone who committed acts of genocide a nice guy. They say, but one thing about nice guys, they say is nice guys, when they don't get the result they want, they actually have a hugely emotional reaction that could be very violent. So that could almost be in line with it. Like, you ever seen Kill Bill? When Bill was like, I overreacted. Like, so I don't know, but I hear you. Makes sense. They talk about the arc. A bunch of shows the high range art mountain in the tower. Been next to the goat. After being in class with Ashido and Nemo, I'll be acting up too. No horny. 2 bonks. Stop it. Behave. Mink, mink, mink. That was like 80 bonks, but still. Do you think SLU is building up the Dyson guy as an opponent to White? I think so. I think he's going to absorb that girl and then be whole-ish, and then maybe, I don't know. But I don't think White... I think White's going to beat him, but I think it's going to be weird because he's going to be like, oh, your spell's similar to mine, but like you still suck and give me your soul, and now where's Bam? So we'll see. I just realized if Bam's main thing is powers after powers to the point of ridiculous, it's fine in the end. Jihad probably has so many rare weapons to even it out. It's like a lot of S tier weapons. It's not impossible. My only argument with a lot of the things that happens to Bam or in this story is I'll just speak personally, even though I know a lot of people are in the camp of me. I think how you get the power ups matters. And my issue with Bam has always been that I don't think that he's earning a lot of the power that he's getting. He's just getting stuff. Oh, the Black March likes him. Okay. Oh, here's the Thorn fragments are a little bit tied to Enryu and Arlene and Destiny, so that's a little different. I'm okay with those. When he used the true self mode against the Jihad, I thought that was a good moment because he started to, like, even though he kind of saw his powers as monstrous, he started to accept them and he entered his true self mode or whatever. Like, those moments, a lot of those moments to me come with a good lesson when he powers up. A lot of the powers he gets now, just like, I'm going to turn into a canine person. Well, you know, Bam, ability to absorb, and now I can use canine transformation into the rest of, like, a lot of these things has come to me. It's not earned. I'm like, oh, this shield, oh, whatever. I just pulled his shield out. I'm like, how it happens, it matters to me. And I'm always a proponent, and I will always prefer any character that gets power-ups through training, blood, sweat, and tears techniques over something external like, you know, hitting Vegeta with the blood waves in GT to make him a Super Saiyan 4 or whatever. Like, I prefer training. Training is always my preferred way because then I know you put the time, the effort, and you go into grinding. You put the work in to get to this level. I don't like handouts. I'm not a fan of that. There's instances where I understand and it works and it's okay, but it's not my preference. So with Bam, it's hard for me a lot of the times because it's just like, here's some souls. Here's the Black March. All right, here's the second Thorn fragment. And I'm just like, come on, dude. So not just me, though. Not everyone's like that. Plus, Jihad have his own demon. He does. That's how I feel with Iraq versus Jihad. Iraq is stronger, but Jihad has more weapons, so it's even in the end. We'll see. You think Jihad is more blessed with receiving powers and weapons like Bam? I think that they're trying to have a lot of parallels with Bam and Jihad. So it seems to me like Jihad would be kind of like a really well-rounded package of techniques, weapons, all kinds of weird external things inside him. I think he's going to be well-rounded like Bam. Like, Urek comes across to me as more physical in nature than anything, throwing Shinshu at the speed of light. But I think there's one thing that makes all the three top regulars, I'm not counting Phantom Minim, aside, special in their own right. They all have a feat that the other hasn't accomplished, which is why when I talk about them, I say, listen, wouldn't be surprised if it's literally Enryu, Jihad, Urek, or any other order. Like, no outcome would really shock me because I'm like, not only do I know very little about each of them, they've all done something the other has never done before, which is why, to me, it makes the conversation interesting. Bam's power, weapons, Jihad. I've seen with Kun's Firefish. Yeah, I didn't like that either. I let it go. Like, I let it go now. And I always said this. The way that he used it against one of, I think it was Paul's henchmen, and he, like, healed him and then gave that person an external power-up and then removed it because they were used to the boost, that was a very interesting use of the Firefish, so I didn't hate it. But I thought my biggest problem with it was that I think he pushed it too far too quickly because he healed he had done so much with it before he felt a drawback. And I'm like, for your first time using this, like, you've used it pretty well, so it's like, you know, I don't know. Ruin Dorsey was on the same level as Bam. Oh, that was good times. I agree. Bam should have more training and more power consolidating moments and have powers gain spread out, so it seems more like he worked for each one. The only way I see Bam being able to carry on as a regular with his friends if he expends too much power now and Ivanka makes him steal his thorns, rest is all the way up to A rank. But, like, then again, like, I don't want like a pact or like you're not allowed to, like, you're this strong, and if you're in push comes to shove, if someone's trying to kill you like with the Godot, Ivanka's like, are you fucking stupid? Like, use the thorn, like, he's gonna use it. So, like, for me, it'd have to be like a literal seal or something knocks the power out of him or whatever, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think the way we saw the story going with maybe multiple tests and stuff, those days might be done. That's cooked. We might not be going through that anymore, so we'll just see. I think they might just keep doing the Administrator's Challenge. The regulars are blessed and family heads have immortality, but if there was no immortality, do you think there was no chance any tower resident being them? I think they would have to be a super duper major outlier. Like, in my mind, the two tower inhabitants to me that come across as, like, major outliers are Adori and Eurasia. being able to rank above family heads and irregulars as in-hour inhabitants. Now, Adora, we don't know if she's from a family like that yet, but we know she's exceptional from the fact that she was even beating rankers as a regular. And then Anne has two family heads, as her parents, Eurasia and Gustan, which makes her interesting in that own right. She sealed away. So I think those two are probably the exceptions of someone who, like a State Immortality wasn't around, that perhaps, maybe, as a result of their lineage and what they've accomplished, those guys are on par to some degree with the family heads. I would give that to nobody else, just those two as of right now. So, but I don't think it was impossible, but I think the level that would be, it's like super duper rare that somebody that exceptional is born in the tower and reaches that potential. That's my headcanon. My hope is that he gives the fish to Ewa so she has the both Yon flames. Oh, interesting. Cause remember when she said, remember when I saw you said in a blog post that her flames would put Rand's genius to shame. I'm waiting for that, yo. Where's that? And where's Rand? Bring back my chibi John Sula, man. My pill popping, my read on addict. He popping mollies and getting lit. I mean, why loose luck without being irregular is a threat to the heads? Oh, shit. Okay. He might just be that powerful, too. Like, I think that's fair. Because, again, I do believe that some people take the immortality thing too far. Like, I remember me and Milio spoke about this in the last thing, where I think just because you're immortal doesn't mean you can't be beaten up, defeated, knocked out, dismembered, sealed away, tied up. Maybe, what if... Okay, let's just say by some chance somebody in this chat was immortal, and let's say, from a power scaling of 1 to 10, you're a 6 on the scale. You're immortal, but I'm an 8. So I can't kill you, but every time I see you, I beat the goofy out of you. That's still kind of embarrassing. Like, so Loose-Lit could be actually very, very strong, but I don't think at the end of the day, he can't finish the job, so maybe that's the problem. But I don't think that people really take that in. Like, immortality does not necessarily mean you can't lose. That's all I'm saying. Some say Rand's still sleeping on the bed. Adore it. And what may be high ranked has a lot to do with influence, not only power. It will explain how Doom is top 200 because of Slayer, Cloud, and not power. I mean, I always say that, right? Don't forget that it's power, recognition, and influence. I think Doom got there because he can create Houndborns, because he can create canine people. And that's why also F.U.G wanted him to be a Slayer instead, because they thought they could make like an army of, canine people. That's not lost on me, but I'm still not impressed with like a lot of these top 200 in the back in the day and yada yada. Like, Doom is not that guy, pal. He's not that guy. I'd consider Bayek. Okay, no, Bayek Ryun for sure. Especially, he's the leader of Haigh Song. I don't know if he's there because of power. I would argue he's probably there more because of influence and recognition, but he's probably up there, 100%. That's a good point. Good point. Family heads are regulars like Rachel and not Bam. The family heads are regulars like Rachel and not Bam, Jihad, and Iraq, right? Since they follow Jihad, so it might make sense why they seem to not be as unique as them. Adori and that may be high ranked. A lot of it's to do with influence, not only power. We'll explain how. Okay, that's how you were saying. Oh, no, that's how you were saying. Okay, my bad. I misread that earlier. Maybe I think if you're right, like let's say Adori has done a lot of things in the name of the Jihad Empire. That's true, but I think it's been consistent with that. She's obviously been very monstrously strong, even as a regular, and I think that translates into her being like the ultimate army of the Jihad Empire and stuff. You're right though, because think about it. If Van Kel dropped from 60 to like 300 after simply losing her floor leader like position, so like those type of things matter. But again, in my mind, if you have to say pick like two outliers who you think maybe based on what you know now, I would pick those two princesses. That's just me, though. Because princesses, to me, are somewhat the strongest. And to some degree, to me, are the strongest in-tower inhabitants, in my opinion. So, yeah. By the way, just for consistency's sake, what was your guys' favorite panel in the chapter? And what was your favorite piece of dialogue in the chapter, by the way? Just this is probably my favorite panel. She was looking kind of sweet up from the feet up. You see it. Loose like hook can cut through anything, or am I mistaken? I don't. The loose like I don't even remember. Hold on. I'm a fraud. Loose like is not someone I think about. I think Loose like is one of those characters that I know is very important, but I don't think about him that often in Tower of God. I won't lie to you guys. I think about some of the Sleeping Slayers more so than that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he has a hook. That's be able to pierce anything. I don't know if that means that he can pierce through a family head or whatever, but yeah, he has that hook. I couldn't remember. I felt like for some reason I felt like that was his Sorper kit, but I had that wrong in my head. But we'll have to see. I don't know any known regular is fighting a family head. Godot calls them all insects, and I think he's smart enough to not posturize, and that was just simple facts. No, I agree with you. But again, I'm just saying, like, let's say, like, if there was, like, throughout the history of the tower, I wouldn't be surprised if there was, like, 2 individuals over the course of that history that, even though they were born in the tower, had the potential to be on par with an irregular to some degree. That's all I'm saying. I want us to go full floor admin test from now on now. I really wanted a floor admin test, but since the Great Escape, at the 44th floor, there are fugitives, so they shouldn't be taking any tests from a regular ruler. I feel that. This is why I always said they're probably going to have to just do the administrator ones going forward. A plan to your right on that. I understand. With Bam would get strong on his efforts, not some destined thorn. And is sealed, and she still 7 speaks volumes. Free my princess. Free her! Free her! Do you think the Red Witches are descendants of Enryu, considering how they both are red here and Enryu made his debut on the floor of death, and that's also where the Red Witches live? I think he's deeply connected to them, but I don't know if they're descendants of him. I would have to really think. I don't remember if there was any indications that they predate him, as the witches like predate Enryu, because I think they probably might. I'll have to revisit some stuff. You know what? All things considered, I haven't done my yearly Tower of God reread. I might have to do that sooner rather than later, because I reread it at least once a year. I might have to do that again. I have a week off later on this month. If I can take like 3-4 days and knock it out, I'll do that. I might do that. High-ranker and ranker positions give special status and boost positions, so maybe floor ruler also gets a... Oh, that's true. Because even Mule Love, specifically on his floor, he has that contract. Yeah. You get certain perks and specialties and Shinsu boost or, contract-related power-ups in relation to a floor or conditions, depending on... That is very true. So that would be very interesting to see, like, did a Vankel actually in some ways lose certain perks and privileges as not being the test ruler for that floor anymore? Well said. Honestly, Bam could have flipped the whole 44th floor escape on his head, asking for an admin test. Admin would have used the army as a test itself, but they would be guaranteed they could have passed. Jihad and their family heads may have conquered the tower, but people still remember they were people stronger than them in the tower at one point in time. Who's to say it could happen again? Also, there's a bunch of blue hole people we don't know about, and then other floors in the tower who have not been explored yet. And they're saying even just the administrator of the next floor is apparently very hostile. So there could be some lurking legends, to quote One Piece a little bit, in this tower that we just don't know about. And there could be possibly, maybe in terms from top to bottom, they're not overall stronger than a lot of characters. But what if we run to characters with a very dangerous Shinsu passive techniques, like the Fear Fang thing? Or what if we run to a lot of characters with really weird techniques, like what if this is like a character who could just hit shit out of you, like, oh, you have the throw in you, I could just slap powers out your body, like you don't know, like, so it could get kind of spooky. I'm gonna wrap this up soon, by the way. I need to eat something. I'm gonna stream on Twitch later though, so if you guys are around, come through on Twitch. Yeah. Jihad and already aren't guides. Always President Tower pre-family. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was trying to remember in my head. Like, I believe that the Red Witches and Silver Dwarfs predate even like Enryu's entry and stuff. So like, I think they've been around for a long time. But I do think that Enryu has a large connection to them from the time he came to the floor of death and killed the administrator. I think he's changed a lot. Maybe, but yeah. But people thinking that they're descendants of him is something that I've heard for quite some time. When is the Tupari family getting revealed? The opera users, I don't know. I don't know about them. You might have to just put them on the back burner with Hendo. I don't think we're getting anything with those two for quite some time. Imagine there's another devious admin like Hidan who signs a contract with Batman and his companions in return for something, gives them all buffs, or admin test route until the 135th floor. Who knows? We definitely need more Shinsu passives. Yeah, I really like. You don't understand how much I love that. I am a little upset that like I guess I don't know if is it a Yas Ratchet thing that did Yam get that as the Fear Fang, but that was like to me that was so dope. I love that because I think this needs more techniques like that. They're not just beams or colored beams or beams with an elemental filter, fire beam, ice beam, water beam, hydro pump type beam. Did anyone else notice that Yashatra didn't want any smoke with Evankel and Caliban? He was happy they didn't care about what he was doing. Yeah, I think, but I think that Yashatra is smart enough to know that those two could probably hang with him from jump, and Caliban's in the army, so maybe Caliban knows how Yashatra fights to a certain degree. They might have some inside information. Evankel is very strong, so I do believe that Yashatra knew he was stronger than Yama and the K9 people, like he knew from the get-go. And again, he likes to dominate other species. This is what he's here to do, so he's a beast tamer. Is Princess Repstilla Tuperi or just have an opera? Only one way to find out, and that's to keep reading. Honestly, think since comeback SCU is hitting better. I don't know how I feel overall yet, but I'm here. I'm still intrigued. There's still a lot I'm looking forward to. I need more Mew love scenes and all of that. But we'll see what happens with this white stuff. We'll see how it all plays out. We really will. It's going to be interesting. All right, I'm going to read this and I'm going to wrap it up. I'm surprised F.U.G hasn't tried to recruit a Nak, considering she wants revenge for what Jihad and his army did to her mom, and she has Jihad's blood, which could be used to find the weakness in Jihad. That... Maybe they don't see the potential in her, or maybe they were like, if she is like a... Maybe they thought it would garner... I can't even say garner too much attention to them, because right now the tower wants... Yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting question, but maybe... I guess my argument might be maybe it was a potential thing, but again... F.U.G be doing a bunch of stuff that I don't even know. What's up? You came rapping about the end. You're like an hour 18 minutes late. I'm about to wrap this up. Instead of relying on band prophecy, Edouard gonna teach Bam how to use his harem when they meet. He's gonna say, this is how you channel all your harem to get them to work for you and fight for you and die for you on the battlefield type beat. But alright, guys, I'm gonna wrap it. I'm gonna end it here. You guys have yourselves a good day. Yeah. Come follow me on Twitch later. We're gonna talk about some things. Yeah.